Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes. Om Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Yennityamanandamanantamurtim Shiveti Namna Shrutayo Ghrunanti Tasyavataro Nararupadhari Kripa Sudibdha Bhuvirama Krishnaha Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Arugya Kavita Shakam Bande Valmiki Kokilam Goshpati Kritavarashim Mashaki Kritarakshasam Ramayana Mahamalaratnam Vande Anilatmajam Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Ramir Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Namaste to everybody. We are one by one unlocking the secrets in Valmiki Ramayanam. Of course, for the benefit of the newcomers as well as for the old audience, means those who are already attending. Don't mistake, just those who are already attending. For their benefit, just I am brush outing. We were seeing the Valmiki Ramayanam, and in that, under which we want to compare in the light of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi and Swami Vivekananda's life and teaching and their message. Of course, in the Ramayanam, there are so many hidden secrets are there, which were revealed by Govindaraja in his Bhushanam. And who is Govindaraja? I have mentioned he is the uncle of Sri Ramanuja. Ramanujacharya, who is the founder of Vishishtadvaitam, he has went to Tirumalai, Tirupati from those days. Just remember, 1000 years back, Ramanuja went to Tirumalai, that is the present Tirupati, by walk, and he stayed there for 1 year and he learned 18 secrets from his uncle, maternal uncle. So these things were revealed by one of his Ramanuja's Shishya called Yambar, and that they made a commentary on Valmiki Ramayanam, which is called Bhushanam. And in this Bhushanam, 18 secrets were revealed, and we have pointed out why it is 18. And first we should know the basic knowledge about Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam, so which we have dealt in the last classes. Now, one by one, in a nutshell, I will tell you. The first secret is who is Rama. Rama is having the 16 guna, Sodasha Kala Purushaha, is the 16 qualities he is having, and which was revealed in the first sloka itself by Narada to Valmiki Maharshi. And second one, we have taken the Gayatri Ramayanam. Gayatri has 3 phases. First one is Omkaram, second one is Vyahriti Mantram, and the third one is Ramayanam, Gayatri Mantram. So Omkaram and the Vyahriti Mantram are Bhur Gosvaha, and the Valmiki Mantram means Gayatri Mantram, which we have seen for each 1000 verses. This Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya, like that each word he has carried each one slokas, and these things all beautifully revealed in the Gayatri Ramayanam. So the Ramayanam has 24,000 and odd slokas. For each 1000 slokas, one Gayatri Mantram words were encoded in the Ramayanam. So which we saw in the previous classes. Then Vidya Sarvapihi, wherever, whichever chapters you take, there the means angas of Vedas, Veda angas are Shiksha, Kalpam, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Jyotisham. All those things were revealed in the Valmiki Ramayanam that we have seen. Dhanur Veda, Ayurveda, Gandharva Veda, Atharva Veda, Shastram, all those things. Then the fourth secret is Aadhyatmika. Give up the unwanted company and hold on God. Call for the Supreme God. So which was revealed in the each chapters, and we have seen one by one. And the fifth secret is Akhila Saddharmaha. Of course, for the benefit of easy understanding, in English also I have given Akhila Saddharmaha, and we have randomly taken in Balakandam, in Ayodhya Kandam, and one Jatayu Moksham. See, it is there everywhere. Just for in a nut means just for a taste, we have pinch of salt we have taken. And the sixth one, which is little tough to understand, which we saw in the last class, that is Artha Panchakam. Each people, those who declare ourselves that we are Hindus or Sanatana Dharmi, should know the basic concept of Hinduism, and these fivefold things are very, very important. Who is God, who we are, and what is meant by moksham, that is liberation, and how to attain, and what are the obstacles to attain this, are mentioned in the Artha Panchakam, and this we have seen in the light of Valmiki Ramayanam. I have dealt in depth in this. So separately also I have made this in Tamil YouTube channel also. You can go through, or in English also last class we made. It is available in the YouTube. Now today we are going to see the seventh secret, which everybody knows. Of course it is hidden, certain things are there. That is Aadhyatmika Artha. What is the spiritual message this Valmiki Ramayanam has? Of course, Valmiki Ramayanam is the itihasa. Itihasa means itihasam. Thus it happened. In some part of India, during some time it has happened. Yes, of course. But it has some important spiritual message too. And what is that message? It is, of course, in nutshell, everybody knows this story. Sita was abducted by Ravana, and for Ravana, Ravana's sister and other two brothers, they were there, and other asuras, they were helping, means devil forces were helping, and Rama, as a ordinary human being, he got the help of monkeys and other people, and through them he went, crossed the ocean and reached Lanka and brought back Sita to his kingdom. This is what the story. But there is a hidden secret which is revealed in the Sankalpa Suryodaya by Swami Vedanta Deshika. Vedanta Deshika is one of the Acharya of Sri Vaishnavism, who born in Tamil Nadu near Viluppuram called Tuppul Gramam. He born 750 years before, from 2024, 750 years before he born, and he has written beautiful, so many Vyakhyanas. He has written almost 120 literatures in Tamil, Sanskrit, Manipravalam, Kannada, and other languages. And in Sankalpa Suryodayam, he has beautifully given this secret, which was actually he has taken from the Bhushanam Vyakhyanam, because it is from their lineage, Visishadvaitam, they have revealed. Of course, the secret is nothing. Rama is not an ordinary person, he is the Paramatma. and Sita is Jivatma. Jivatma means the ordinary being. Each and every individuals, we are totally ignoring what we are. First, I will say from the Ramayanam, then we will go to the Aadhyatmika level. And Sri Lanka, we call it Lanka. Lanka is Samsara Chakra because Lanka is covered with ocean. If you see the topography of Lanka, of course, many people deny it was not that Lanka which was existing during Ravana time. Whether it is that same Sri Lanka or it is normal any other place, that doesn't matter. We should know the philosophy behind this. Means what is the real Tatparyam that we should know. So Rama is the supreme God, and to attain this Rama, Sita is the individual soul, means she is the representative of us, and Sri Lanka is there where Sita Amma was kept, and Sri Lanka means the Lanka was covered with ocean, and we too, we are covered with the Samsara Chakra. Samsara Chakra means, don't misunderstand, Samsara means not Tamil Samsara or Malayala Samsara. In Tamil, Samsara means wife. In Malayalam, Samsarikanam means you should make a prabhasham or you talk to them like that. So in Sanskrit, Samsara means Janana Maranam, taking birth and death and that birth and death, and we are covered with lot of illusion. And what are those illusions? We are totally ignoring what we are, for what we came, and what is the purpose of our life, and that is the Samsara Chakra. Of course, Ravana, the fourth one is Ravana. Ravana symbolically, whether Ravana really had 10 head or not, that is not our part of our subject. Actually is the representative of all our devil thoughts, because thoughts are, according to Western psychology, it is all in the mind. That is why, see, Western psychology actually came after the 19th century during Sigmund Freud time. But whereas Ramayanam 5000 years before, just approximately, if you go to the Google search now, it shows 7000 years before. Ravana is the representative of mind. And Shankaracharya beautifully in his Viveka Chudamani said, mind is the reason behind all these things. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho. Mind is the reason to get the liberation or to get the delusion. Here, Ravana is the representative of this mind. Ravana is having 10 head, and what it is symbol, it is the symbologically they are expressing the 10 heads are 5 karmendriya and 5 jnanendriyas. Of course, I have to explain this, what is meant by karmendriyam and jnanendriyam. According to Vedanta, whether it is Advaita or Vishishtadvaita or any for that matter, we have 5 karmendriyas, that is hand, feet, tongue, eye and touching sensation, like that. Means the working locomotives means senses and the sense organ functions, we call it. So here also the mind is controlled. Of course, our eye, nose, ear, skin, all those indriyas, all the sense organs are controlled by mind. If suppose a mosquito is touching our skin, immediately our mind is telling there is some danger, you please quit it. Who is telling? The mind is telling, and immediately your another hand is acting accordingly. Similarly, these 10 indriyas or the sense organs are the representative of the 10 heads of Ravana, and Ravana is the representative of mind. It is symbologically beautifully expressed in the Kathopanishad also. The mind is actually like a chariot. Even in a car, you need not to go to those time chariot. Even for a car, if a proper driver is driving, you the owner of the car or who is traveling in the car will be relaxed, will not suffer or will not doubt or will not be alert anymore. He will be sophisticated and he can comfortably carry on the journey. But whereas if the driver is a drunkard, just imagine, or the driver is not having proper eyesight, or he is not having a license, or just imagine he don't know how to drive, then can you be able to sit easily? Definitely not. And who in the Kathopanishad it is mentioned, if our life has to be led properly, then the mind is the driver. If the driver is properly driving the car or the vehicle, then we can comfortably and sophisticatedly we can reach the goal. Similarly, for the life traveling, our mind is the main reason. If our mind is comfortable, if the mind and the other organs will be comfortable or well equipped, then easily we can cross over all the delusion and can able to understand the real truth, who we are and where we have to go. So here Ravana is the representative of the 10 organs and he is the mind. And now Hanuman is the Guru. Why? Because whenever the Paramatma want to give his supreme knowledge to Jivatma, there is a communication required. For example, in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Shishyastegam Shadimam Tvam Prapannaha, you please accept me, Krishna, as your disciple and please impart your supreme knowledge. But how Krishna want to give this knowledge? He required something. A communication is required. Without communication, it is not possible. Similarly, Shastram or the Guru, that is why I chanted in the first mantra, Ishvaro Gururagmeti Murti Beda Vibhagini. There is no any difference between the Guru and his Upadesham, the knowledge. Because what the Guru is teaching, the Guru is teaching only the Veda and the Vedangas. He will teach the supreme knowledge alone. So, how he became the Guru? Because he has that knowledge of the supreme Brahman or the supreme knowledge. Because that is why he is called as Guru. Otherwise, he is not a Guru at all. Similarly, when the Paramatma want to teach, even for the Ishvara, when Lord Krishna want to teach this knowledge to Arjuna, he required one Gita. Similarly, when Rama want to take the Jivatma, take back the Jivatma, he required a Guru. So he is sending the Hanuman as the Guru to teach the knowledge. And what is that knowledge? The knowledge is the ring. We symbolically we make it that yes, Hanuman in the Sundarakandam, he has carried one ring and he went and gave it to Sita, and Sita was very happy and he accepted and told, passed the message, and Rama got the message from Sita through Hanuman like that. But that is not, it is all actually a story part. Come to the reality. The reality is when we want to know about the Supreme God, as we are the representative of the Jivatma or the individual soul, we should know who we are and who is the great Supreme God. And what is the means? We have to go to the Guru. That is why Sri Krishna, why I am referring Ramayanam and Bhagavad Gita, which you are very familiar. And we should read the Shastram through the Shastram only. If you want to see your face, you require a mirror. Similarly, if you want to know the real sense of the philosophy of the every scripture, you should know the other scripture, which is mentioned by Sureshwaracharya in his Guru Stotram, Vishwam Darpana Tulyamana Lahari, like that it goes. Of course, we'll come back to Ramayana. So, here the Guru is Hanuman. And what is the message he has given? The message is Shastram. It is just not a ring with inscripted with Rama name. It is actually the Shastram. Shastra means Shashana Trayate iti Shastraha. That which holds you and that which leads you to the good path. That's why you are all hearing this, because you are all younger, very younger people compared to my age, and you are well versed in knowledge. Vayo vriddha, jnana vriddha. Then also, why we want to learn? Because the knowledge whichever comes through a proper channel, yes, we ready to accept, because he is telling not a new thing, he is telling the Shastram. Similarly, Rama sent the message. The messenger is Hanuman. It is not a monkey. He may be a monkey. Here the Guru is, he may be anybody. It doesn't matter. He may be a monkey, or he may be a bailwan, he may be a wrestler, or whatever it may be, but he practices, because he is a practicer. Achinoti swayameva acharati tasmat acharyavan bhavati iti. That's why we call him as Acharya. And why we call him as Guru? Because he is removing all his doubt. Similarly, Sita had a lot of doubt whether my Rama will come or not. Because if you see in the Valmiki Ramayanam, Sita got 20 doubts there. And one doubt is no, because Rama is Kshatriya, he has the license to marry a number of wives. So I think Sita has gone abducted by Ravana. Now Geeta or any another girl will be there. So Rama, I think, perhaps forgotten, like that she was thinking. The truth is, everybody, we are also doing the same thing. When we are in such a circumstances, when we are facing some troubles, immediately we think, what God, are you there? Are you please help? Can't you help me? I have done a lot of pujas. I have done a lot of parayanam. How many times I have come to your temple? And the Guru Ayyappa, எத்தனை முறையா அவட வந்து எத்தனை பூஜைகள் செஞ்சு we pray. Actually, we are the representative of Sita, and every time we say, Swami, we have done so many things that God is not mercy at all. Why she is giving lot of suffering to me? Actually, he is not giving suffering. He is modifying us to a pakwa. He is making us a proper person, because we are unshaped. So God is shaping. Swami Vivekananda said beautifully, you are the creator of your own destiny. If you want to do, you can do. If you don't want, then the life is in your hand. Similarly, people live so many life. We born as a grass, we born as insects, we born as so many creatures. As Manikavasaka said in the Tiruvasakam, Pullagi, Pundagi, Palmirgamagi, Paravayai, Pambai, Kallai, Manidarai, Devarai, Kanangalagi, Vallasuravagi, Munivarai, Devarai. So many Janmas we have taken. And in the evolution process, we have crossed and finally we have reached as human being. But we don't know where we are and who we are and how to attain this supreme knowledge. That's why now it's time, and a proper Guru, through some Shastra, he is giving. And when it is given, we should accept with Shraddha, that is with faith. Yes, this is not the knowledge of his own imagination, and this is how our ancestors are, all the gurus or the teachers are learned. And similarly, the knowledge which was given by Hanuman to Sita is nothing but Shastram. Immediately, the individual soul Sita was very happy. And she was delighted and said, yes, my Rama is going to come and God is there. Yes, I am able to attain. When those who are listening this message of this Valmiki Ramayanam also, the purpose of this online classes is nothing but to know or to impart this knowledge. Yes, God is there and he will come, and we are the Jivatma in the place of Sita, and definitely we will attain the Paramatma or the Supreme God, the so-called Supreme God, because everybody has this problem. At least at the, because we are in the 11th hour, we are in the flag off, means at the last age. At least at this time, if we know, yes, this is what our life is meant for, and now it is time for us to think of the God. Of course, it's a great means attend that Sri Ma is doing. Every day we have classes. Every day 7 to 8 we have a beautiful classes for the other newcomers, especially from the Divine Court and the Veda Parayanam and Hindu Munna Karagam. Because I put the link to other people also, or the YouTubers also, please follow, because every day they have a satsangam with bhajan and other things. You can also follow them. Without any expectation they are doing. This is what we want. And the next one is Vibhishana. In our body we have, yes, we are individual, we are the Jivatma, the soul. And we have three types of obstacles in us. And what are they? Because we have, in psychology also it is mentioned, white, black and red. They call it with a color. Active person is blessed or blissing, means is very soft corner person. And the third one is very dull, always in the delusion. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is beautifully mentioned in the 13th chapter, 16th chapter and 17th chapter. Those who want to know, you can just go through those places also. Or in the Vedanta also it is mentioned, each individuals, we have three types of personality within us. And what are they? In the morning, no, when we wake up, we'll be very pleasant. And that is called Sattva Guna. In English it is pleasant, pleasing personality or pleasing nature. All will be with pleasing thing, because just we have awakened and our mind will be without any problem. And slowly Rajogunam comes. Rajogunam means activities. Lot of activities. Greediness will come. When there is activities more, then greediness will come. And night, without our permission, our eyelids will get shut down. And that is known as Tamogunam, Nidra. So here Ravana, the mind is having three people, and what are they? Of course, everybody. Ravana is the representative of mind. When the mind is, how this Jivatma got diluted, the Jivatma is actually surrounded by samsara chakram called Lanka. And because of his mind, the mind is covered with 5 indriyas of Karmendriya and 5 Jnanendriyas. So totally 10 head Ravana. So the mind is taken away, the individuality to the delusion, utter delusion, or we call it as utter confusion. And why it is happening? Because of 3 gunas: Sattva guna, Tamo guna, Rajo guna. Sri Ramakrishna has put beautifully, these 3 are 3 thieves. Of course, it is mentioned in the gospel that in the Vachanamritam also it is beautifully said. Once a person was caught by these 3 thieves, and one thief is telling, no, we will kill him, and that was Tamoguna. And another person is telling, no, let me tie. And the third person told, okay, you will tie. And slowly when these 2 people have gone, the Sattva-guna thief, he slowly entered and he told, I will relieve you, you just go, run away from this place. Then that person who was caught, he was telling, hey, you are a very good person, why you are joining with these 2 thieves? You please come, I will protect you. Then he told, no, I am also a thief. Similarly, in our body there are 3 thieves. In Ravana, they had 2 brothers and 1 sister. And here in the mind also we have 3 gunas: Sattva guna, Tamo guna and Rajo guna. Sattva guna is Vibhishana, though he is a good person, but he is also a Asura. That's why Rama immediately after assassination, means killing Ravana, he told Vibhishana, you go and rule Sri Lanka. Then immediately Rama has not taken, no, because it is, I have captured and I have killed Ravana, so I will take this to Ayodhya. No. He has given the Lanka, Sri Lanka to Vibhishana, and he told, you rule. At the same time, you rule with a good intention. Try to establish the dharma, because through Sattva Guna, everybody, morning when we get up, no, we go to temple, we take bath, and we think of God, and we will be pleased, and we will be very soft in nature. So that is the representative of Vibhishana. And the second one is Tamogunam, which is Kumbhakarna. Everybody knows. Kumbhakarna is always sleeping. So we also, many days, as one Alvar beautifully said, if we are sleeping daytime, the night time, okay, but we are sleeping in the afternoon also. Padiyum Tungi Pogum Ninnai Padinayyandu Adalal Piravi Vendén Arangama Nagarulane. Beautifully he has mentioned. What a beautiful verse. Ye Arangama Nagarulane, ye Sriranga Ranganatha. If we are sleeping in the night, okay, but I am sleeping in the daytime also. Who knows? Perhaps even in this session, many people may be sleeping. And even when we are in the school ages, when we are student in the college or in school, we used to sleep. And when we are taking birth, no, of course, up to the 12th age, we don't know what is going on. Just we sleep. And when we became old, definitely we required rest also. So body is asking for rest. So we have to take rest. Now, if you take as an ordinary individual, means people, if they are living for 100 years, in this 40 years from in their childhood, means from the birth to death, if you just take on an average 100 years, if suppose we are living 20 years, we don't know where we are, so we are sleeping. And from 80 to 100, another 20 because of old age we are sleeping. And in between only we have 60 years. And in that 60 also, out of 24 hours, 12 hours we sleep during the night time. So how many years we have? Only 30 years. And in that 30 also, afternoon also we are taking nap. So that Alvar beautifully is telling, Adalal Piravi Vendin, so that I don't want this human birth at all, please take back me. And Tamogunam, this is the representative of Kumbhakarna. Because of this Tamogunam only, mind is getting delusion. And Rajogunam is representative of Surpanaka. The Surpanaka is actually covering entire truth, and he is telling all lie to Ravana, and her intention is to take Rama. If you read Valmiki Ramayanam, you will come to know what sort of personality Surpanaka is having. Actually, Surpanaka, she is actually a married woman, and her husband was killed by none other than Ravana himself. And Surpanaka went and proposed to Rama. What it mean? Actually, her character is not at all good. Similarly, when Rajogunam comes, no, in our every human being, we have these three gunas. Invariably, in psychology, they say that yes, these activities, the characters are subject to come and go. It may get fluctuated, but which is we are holding, that will continue. Similarly, in Patanjali Yoga Sutram also, if we think, yes, we are Sattva Guni, then it can continue. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, whether he knows or not, but of course he is Avatara Varishta, but beautifully mentioned in the Gospel this truth. And in Valmiki Ramayanam also it is mentioned. Of course, every individual, we have this problem. We have Lanka, we have Ravana, we have Sattvagunam, Tamogunam and Rajogunam, and of course by the grace of the God, God is sending one Guru. Who is that Guru? Don't ask me. Guru may be coming in any form, and he is giving that knowledge through you, to you, by incalculating the Shastram, by telling the Shastram, by telling the supreme knowledge which our forefathers and which our gurus and teachers are practiced and successfully crossed over this ocean of samsara. So the same knowledge as given in the Valmiki Ramayanam, as in the Sankalpa Suryodayam by Vedanta Deshika also, Aadhyatmika Artha. Now, there will be a doubt. Swamiji, how you can compare this to Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna or in the light of Srima or Swami Vivekananda? Yes, of course. Sri Ramakrishna is the supreme God. And Ma Sharada, when she married Sri Ramakrishna, immediately mother was taken back to her home. There was a separation between Ramakrishna and Sri Saradamma. Then again, when there was a contradiction, when people were telling Sri Ramakrishna became mad, it was established by the other gurus. Gurus came. Here in the case of Sri Ramakrishna, gurus are coming. As you know, Totapuri came, Bhairavi Brahmini came, and other gurus, they were coming one by one. And they were all teaching what? They are all taking the Shastram as Pramanam and revealing the truth. He is not Sattvaguni, he is not Tamoguni, he is not Rajoguni, he is the Supreme God. His mind is, there is no any delusion at all, and that's why we call him as Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Immediately Sharadamma, the individual representative, came back and lived together. Ramakrishna and Sharadamma lived together, not of course as a husband and wife. They led the beautiful life to show to the world that even being a husband and wife can lead a beautiful spiritual path. And that was the message to the entire world. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is, actually if you see now, in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he has given only 10% of knowledge. Whereas in his life, he has shown how to lead the life. Whether we are samsari, whether we are grihastha, whether we are brahmacharis, whether we are vanaprastha, whether we are sannyasi, that doesn't matter. Wherever you are, Swamiji, I am in foreign country. Swamiji, I am in delusion, full of confusion world. Of course, I am surrounded by my own kith and kin. And of course, I am surrounded by my own problems. Yes, of course, problems will be there. Problems will be there. Who is not having problem? You tell me. Rama is not having problem. Krishna doesn't he is having any problem. Ramakrishna, when he came, yes, of course he had a problem. Ma Sharada was covered with lot of problems. Her entire life was problem. But with all those things, if you see, why they want to, Swamiji, you can ask a question. Swamiji, okay, of course for us it is okay. Why they want to suffer? Yes, they want to show to others, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has said beautifully, Yadyadacharati shreshta gatattadevo itaro janaha sayat pramanam gurute lokastadunu. Whatever we follow, when the wise people follow, that will be followed by the other people. Similarly, when Rama and Krishna and here Sri Ramakrishna followed, then everybody is accepting, yes, we have to follow. And they have shown this in their life. And here Sri Krishna or Sri Ramachandra also, they has shown the same thing. And here Saradamma, after Sri Ramakrishna, Saradamma's life is beautiful. I am telling, after Rama going to Swarga, we don't know what happened to Sita. Sita was neglected. In Bhagavatam, when after Krishna's life, we don't know what happened to Radha. There is nothing is mentioned in Bhagavatam. Where is Radha? Where she has gone? Nothing. But in Ramakrishna's life, that is not happened. In Ramakrishna's life, Ramakrishna has shown the path and he has requested to Saradamma, don't go and beg anybody. I am always with you. And that is the message was given by Sri Ramakrishna, as here Sri Rama gave to Sita, that through Hanuman, yes, I am there with you in the form of, in the ring also, in the mind also, I am there, I am with you. And this is the message each and everybody we have today. Yes, God is there and He is with us and we are always with Him. And this is the message. And how Sita was taken back, similarly here our Sharadamma also. Sharadamma, after the Mahasamadhi of Sri Ramakrishna, he was living comfortably without any expectation. And this is the secret which is in the 7. Of course, today we will see one more secret. Raghupathi Tatvam. Who is the supreme God? According to Valmiki Ramayanam, Rama is the supreme God, which is mentioned in every chapter. If you go through the Balakandam, Ayodhya Kandam, Aranya Kandam, Kishkinda Kandam, Yuddha Kandam, Sundara Kandam, everywhere it is mentioned, and beautifully Valmiki Maharshi, he has made this Raghupathi Tatvam in every chapters. In every chapters, every incident, he has imparted this knowledge. Of course, I will take only 2 things for the time being. One is, you all know about the Kakasura. Once what happened, when Rama and Sita and Lakshmana, they were in the forest, means during the Vanavasam, Lakshmana was staying outside and Rama was taking rest on the lap of Sita Ma, and Sita was just seeing Rama's blissful face during when Rama was sleeping. And during that time, one crow came. This crow, Kakasura, is none other than Indra's own son. And this crow actually, through his beak, means that crow is having beak, that through his beak, he made a bite on Sita's chest. Immediately, blood was oozing from her chest and blood touched Rama's eyelid. Immediately Rama got ferocious and he woke up and he saw that he was actually not having any weapon. He just saw there was a munja grass, that was actually a grass, a blade of grass. Immediately he took the blade of grass and he done prayoga of Brahmastram and he threw on the crow. He understood it was the mistake done by the crow, because Rama thought it is an ordinary crow, but it was actually Kakasura. Immediately the crow was chased by the Brahmastram and crow was running and it went to all the lokas. That is what mentioned in the Sundara Kandam, and this was mentioned by Sita to Hanuman to say that I am the Sita. You just tell me this story to Rama, because this only Rama and Sita know each other. So because you see, just imagine, Hanuman don't know who is Sita. And Sita also, when send the message to Rama, how can Rama able to understand whether this Hanuman really met Sita or Gita or some other? So Sita was secretly telling one story which only Rama and Sita know each other. And that was this sloka. It comes in the Sundara Kandam, 38 Sarga, 33 sloka, 38 Sarga. And 33rd sloka, Sapita cha parityakta surai sarvai magarshibihi trin lokan samparikramya Tvam yeva sharanam gataha. Why I told recited the sloka, at least if you hear, you will get some bliss. According to this sloka, what is the meaning of it? Three loka, all the 3 lokas, Bhuloka, Bhorloka, Swarloka, this crow went and it was chased by the Brahmastram. Finally, he went to the Indra because his father, no. Then Indra told, Ayyo, you made a blunder. It is actually Rama. You please go and take shelter, refugee in Rama itself. And finally the crow went and made a satsanga namaskaram. That was also by the kripa of Sita. Immediately the crow was saved. Of course, he has taken back the Brahmastram, that is a separate story. Here he has shown the Raghupatitvam, that is, even if you go to the three lokas, the supreme God is Paramatma, and here it is Ramachandra, and here in the gospel Sri Ramakrishna. The entire gospel you can search, and we will get one and only person who is none other than Sri Ramakrishna. He is the supreme being, he is the Avatar Varishta. He knows everything. He knows our inner sense. He knows our all the thing. He is the Antaryami. And second, Hanuman, who is the Guru. Just few seconds before we saw, Hanuman is the Guru, Acharya, and he has uttered in front of the Ravana this sloka. Brahma Swayambhuscha Chaturananova Rudrastrinetro Tripurantakova Indro Mahendra Suranayakova Dratum Nashakyata Shakta Yudhi Raghavadhyam. Ravana, Hanuman is mentioning, Ravana, even Swayam Brahma, the four-faced old person is there, no? Brahma, who is the first creator of this world, and Rudraha, Lord Shiva, or Indraha, or all the other devatas can't help you. You go and take shelter in the feet of Rama. That is what the sloka mentioned in Yuddha Kandam, 51st Sarga, 45th sloka. It is mentioned, Hanuman is mentioning to Ravana. Of course, in every chapter it comes Raghupatitvam. Rama is the supreme being. Similarly, if you see the Sri Ramakrishna, how we can compare in the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna? Without Ramakrishna, there is no any Sharadama. Without Ramakrishna, there is no Swami Vivekananda. Without Ramakrishna, there is no any Ramakrishna Sangam. Without Ramakrishna, there is no any Sannyasi. Without Ramakrishna, there is no any Bedurmat. Without Ramakrishna is nothing. That's why Sri Ramakrishna himself made this point clear in the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. If the God is one, our life is zero. If you put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, n number of times, 0 doesn't have any value until we hold the 1. And who is that 1? And the 1 is none other than Bhagavan. If we hold the Supreme God in our life, then each 0 has a value. If you put 1 0, that is 10 rupees. If you put 2 0, it is 100 rupees. If you put 3 0, it is 1000 rupees. If you put 4 0, it is 10,000 rupees. It goes and goes and goes. And in the value of 0, it is added. Similarly, we are 0. We are nothing in front of God. And if we hold that 1, and who is that 1? Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Saradama, Swami Vivekananda. If we hold him, if we hold them, then we are not the ordinary being. We are not a small pity-minded, or we are not the individual soul called this body, sense organs, or the mind. We are the supreme being. We are the immortal being, and we are the children of this great God. And we are the greatest being in the world because we know everything, and because of that 1, and that 1 we all hold. And this is what my earnest prayer to everybody. Let we be 0, that doesn't matter, but we will hold the 1, and that 1 is always with us, and that 1 will shower the grace on everybody. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.